My poem is called A Trickster Tale. Trickster. So much lore implicated in that figure, that shaman-like figure and culture bringer. A Trickster Tale. Do you know the one about Old Man Coyote? Foolish trickster and animal master, just another racial ancestor or she-man to find his unthinking way inside the mystery circle, the pottery weave, the womby tomb of the moon-white woman's camp. And do you know the tale told down by the river of how the old man became a dancer, and how he could dance the wildness dance when he had surplus of sorrow or gladness, or of how, this one night, he so entranced the sisters, they each let him have his way with her. You know about the gift-givers, the Dema-loves, the 3-in-1 mystery sisters, who then became the seeds when the life-lover himself swallowed them, while giving themselves in abandon, who then were imprisoned inside his stomach, 3 women, 3 culturally captive, who've led him ever since through narrowest passages, if only to turn him topsy-turvy, as captive girls can do, and standing him on his head just when he thinks he's come to the vaginal cave, even to the Bodhi tree or sky peak of quiet and peace. Don't you know that story by now so old, and every day so foolishly new? Well, anyway, here's another one to tell, if you haven't heard it already. It's about those same 3 sister seeds, and how they finally worked their way up from the old man's stomach and into his head. It looks as if they traveled the distance, while the unsuspecting fellow was asleep, to where they finally sat behind his eyes, while foolish Coyote, thinking he was in charge, thought he was asleep. Anybody could see he wasn't sleeping, and that the sisters were all the while fluttering their way up to where they could comfortably work on him. But that's just how ceremonial magicians and convinced technicians have always been. And now the story goes how the sisters, sitting just so, showed the old man things he hadn't known before, things he never could know without their help, since, after all, an original theft remains a theft, no matter the means. And first they showed him interior days, showing him next the thingy heartbeat. Then they danced for him the blue heron's waiting dance of dawn, a dance sure to melt his world-transforming disposition forever. And finally they met their buried bodies together, making of themselves a fluted whale. It was how they swam up from the sea to where their sleeper was surf waiting, no longer sleeping, and how they opened the one whale eye, the deep water, otherworld, numinous eye, until the old man fell so far in love he turned on his side in the surf there. He saw the sisters swim out on a tier there, until they came to where they could swim around, then before, and finally beyond him. Except for the youngest of the 3, who, it seems, had fallen in love with a foolish coyote. It is how Trickster came to the sea, pulling past the surf, then following the lead of the berry-brown woman-girl swimming in his eyes. Never was a tale in all the world so true.